Welcome to episode 3 of Journey of Justice, the one where I'm hard stuck at rank 10. Yeah, so let's go over what happened in the last week. I was just kind of a joke, and I'll get back to that in a minute. We actually did make a lot of progress in the week. Again, some good, some bad, some lessons learned. No playing terrible decks, though, which was a lesson that I took to heart. So it actually started with me playing some Taunt Warrior using the new quest, and I actually really enjoyed that deck. It feels pretty good. It is a version of Control Warrior, but it's more proactive than old Control Warrior was. It's not about grind out everything your opponent has until they just have nothing left, and eventually you win and, you know, behind a wall of 50 armor. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy playing some Control Warrior back in the day, but I like this version better. It just, you're doing more things, there's more interaction, it's more fun, really. I didn't play it a ton. I'm actually probably going to go back and play it some more, but I did play 5 games with it. I won all 5, and here you can kind of get an example of how the deck was able to win.
My hand is too full.
He has no way of winning. I'm actually really interested in the fact that he's played it out this long. The idea of playing Antonidas for 1 fireball when Antonidas is your deck's win condition was, shall we say, questionable at best. I mean, I'm glad that he did it, I just don't really know why. He can't win. Like, I know I keep saying that, but he really can't. Arcane Giants they don't win it. Antonidas is gone. He's only at 3 out of 6 on his quest also, just by the way. He has no way of winning. Even if he goes like... Yeah, it's great.
Well played.
Just, tilting a little bit. So he does run Arcane Giants. I think the tilting a little bit may have done the trick. We'll just see where this goes first. Alright, so there's that. There's that. So, yeah. I mean, that took long enough, right? Like, how much time did you need to realize that that game was lost for you? So from there, I decided that while I was enjoying the deck and it was going well, because I have a problem just sticking with any one deck type for any amount of time, really, I decided I wanted to try some other things out. Of course, we are in a brand new meta with Angora and all that, so I didn't really just want to sit here playing one deck over and over and over again. So I actually decided to try out Purify Priest, which is actually not a bad deck now. The addition of Humongous Razor Leaf was a big deal. The deck is actually pretty decent. And I want to give you guys a little taste of what it looks like when the deck is firing on all cylinders. Oh, wow. Let's do this first. I think I'm just gonna like Argus, Coin, Interfire.
My shield for Argus.
This thing is massive. It is massive.
Your soul.
Easy game, easy life. Oh man, that was good. The classic turn 5 priest victory against Zulok. You know, just normal things that happen every day. Do I win?
You wish to leave.
No, that's not game. Is it game? 12? Oh, I just won. Again, turn 5, priest victory. Seems pretty good. You got an 8-8, I have a 12-12. I will do you one better. Yo, Purify Priest is the real deal. Now, in the end, the deck started to settle down back towards like a 50% win rate. It started really well. I think I ended 7-6 total with it, played 13 games. Started feeling like it was getting harder to pick up some wins, so I decided to switch away, but I actually think the deck is legitimate. There's actually a couple priest decks right now you can try. Just a controlling strategy does seem to be working for a lot of people, and Purify Priest really actually is not bad now. So if you are looking for something a little different to try, I definitely recommend it. After that, I went back a little more meta and decided to try Quest Rogue for the first time. I went with Firebat's List, which is pretty aggressive / aims to be very quick at getting the quest done and closing out the game. It doesn't run some of the normal cards like Mimic Pot or Vanish, and when asked why he doesn't run Vanish, he said because Vanish costs 6 mana and he's aiming to win the game no later than turn 7. So I think that was a pretty good summary of what the deck is supposed to do. I had mixed results with it. Again, started out well, did settle back down towards a 50% win rate, but I did have some fun with it. And here you can see one of those games where I had a lot of fun with it. I feel like I may have done that too quickly, but... It's just so strong. 1 mana, summon a 5/5 charge. Yeah, there you go. That also summons a 5/5 charge. That's pretty good. Oh man, that's strong. That's really strong. So that brings us to the point now, which is my favorite time where I get to reflect on why I'm bad. So as I joked around in the beginning about being stuck at rank 10, it is really just because I was playing the Quest Rogue deck, and I don't think I was playing it completely optimally. And there were a few games where I was playing against another Quest Rogue, and I was ahead on my quest, but they just got it all like in one turn. Shadow Step, Brewmaster, prepped the quest, and I cried a little on the inside. But yeah, I was 1 game away from rank 9 2 different times, and both times kind of had a game like that, so it's just unfortunate. But it's something that Quest Rogue is probably not my best bet to climb with, or I would need to try to play the deck a little bit differently. Either play the current list differently or switch to a more traditional list, which maybe would do better for me. I think I am going to try to go back to Taunt Warrior again. The deck feels very good. It's also quite good against Pirate Warrior, which is still seeing a fair bit of play, particularly because it's usually a very good matchup against Quest Rogue. So I think Taunt Warrior is probably still in a very strong spot, so I think I'm probably going to try a little bit more of that and see where we go. I've been sticking to my 4 days a week streaming schedule. This is the first time that I've really decided that I need to play Hearthstone very consistently, and I've been doing that. However, I've had some shorter streams. I still probably haven't played as many games as I should, and still being ranked 10 in the middle of the month is a little scary for trying to hit Legends, so I really do need to pick up the pace a little bit. So that's kind of where I am. Now, something I didn't do last week, but I'm going to do for this week's episode, is play a game right here, just for the video, just for you guys watching the actual series. This one is not going to be streamed, and it's going to be fun. Now, this isn't really for me, but it's for you guys. I think it's honestly funny, so I'm going to do it. Today is Easter, so what better way to to give a little nod to that than to play some Egg Druid. So I'm going to do that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get set up here, and then we're going to jump into a game just for the series of Egg Druid, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so before we jump into a game, just got the deck list pulled up for you guys here. So for those not familiar with Egg Druid, basically what it is, it's just a flood the board style, looks to buff up your minions with things like Mark of the Lotus, Power of the Wild, and keep them sticky. So things like Egg Napper are a really cool addition to the deck. Defender of Argus, of course, works really well with any deck that's looking to put a lot of minions on the board. As you can see, it has a very low curve, topping out with Finja, because the Murloc package is very strong here. And Living Mana is the other card that was introduced in Ungoro, which is really, really strong for the deck. Just really, really good. So that's basically what it looks to do. Just take board control early, not let it go. It's kind of like Zoolock, world-style Zoolock in that sense. Except that it really needs to be pretty aggressive. So if you have good trades in the first few turns, you take them, but after that you're really just looking to apply as much pressure as possible and try to close out the game pretty quickly. This deck does not really have a long game plan, so it's board control early and aggression after that is really how it works. Okay, so we're jumping into a game. I will keep Argent Squire, of course. It's a very strong turn 1 play. The other two will go away to look for something a little more reasonable. We'll see if Galactic Crawler works. I don't know if he's going to be playing Pirates or not. There's a lot of different Shamans going on right now. I think more popular is just like Jade Elemental, though I have seen some.
The light protects me.
With still Pirates, so we'll see. Hopefully this is Pirates, so my Galactic Crawler can just get super value. Okay, he's definitely not playing Pirates. That is safe to say. So we're just going to play it as a 2-drop. So that next turn we can probably just go Argent Squire into Power of the Wild and start applying a lot of pressure. Not having to worry about Totem Golem here, pretty sweet, I've got to say. So we're going to go Argent Squire, Power of the Wild. We will go ahead and trade off there, and then go face for 3. Obviously with another Power of the Wild, Savage Roar, I do just want to try to win this game very quickly. I just have to ignore that, really. Okay. I'll go ahead and buff them up. I need to take care of this. I think I'll do it with the Crawler just so I'm not so vulnerable. Kill that too, actually. I don't want to be so vulnerable to Lightning Storm. Okay. So obviously at this point I just need to get extremely aggressive. Like I probably just have to Savage Roar this turn no matter what. Just to get in the damage. How much is that, by the way? 5, 10, 16, 18, 19? I mean, that's almost game on its own. If 18 or 19. I think I will go ahead and hero power down one of the Murlocs. How do I want to do that? I have to Savage Roar. There's no question about that, otherwise he's going to start trading into my board. So I do have to Savage Roar so I can get in as much damage as possible. This is a very bad draw, but, you know, is what it is.
What to do?
I feel like I might still just get rid of one of the Murlocs. So I said it's 5, 10, 16. If I just swing for another 3, that's 19. Brings it down to 4. I think I'll hit one of the Murlocs. So I'll just do this. Just kind of as a compromise play, because I don't need to hero power there. So you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier is the deck runs out of steam pretty quick, which is why you have to be very aggressive. And you have to recognize a board state like that, where it's, okay, I need to use a Savage Roar even though it's not lethal. Otherwise I just start losing, you know, my entire board, and there is no good. Savage Roar after that. So let's see, I need 2 damage. That's still pretty good. We'll go ahead and hero power down the 2-1, hit him for 4, and then play out our Firefly Elemental. So we either basically win or lose based on what he does this turn. That's fine. That changes nothing. Unless he hits Taunt. Which he did. Oh, man. Okay. Defender of Argus still wins the game. I'm trying to decide if I want a Living Mana right now. I feel like we do. He clearly does not have a Lightning Storm right now. So we're going to go ahead and Living Mana. There it is. And that's the power of Egg Druid. You just overwhelm them early and just make it so that they can't really do a whole heck of a lot. And it's fantastic when it works. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I know I did. That was a fun one. And yeah, that pretty much will do it for this episode. As I said, I need to play a little more. I need to play strong decks that I feel good about. Quest Rogue I know is a good deck, but, you know, kind of had some mixed success with it. So I said I'm probably going to go back to Taunt Warrior. Might try some other things out still, but I need to be smart in my experimentation. So I hope you guys will stick with me through the rest of my journey. Again, remember that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday I am streaming. The information for everything will be at the end of the video. And again, hope to see you guys there.